Hi guys, back to do 2007, so I'm just going to crack straight into it. In my opinion, no 2007 collection would be complete without this, which is the box set version of Radiohead in rainbows. This was the mail order one that you had to pre-order, but it's a beautiful package. It comes in this great big thick kind of slip case, and then inside here there's 2 CDs and this kind of little booklet, and there's a big booklet in the top here. There's all the info, and it's also a double LP, and it's just a fantastic album. Standout track for me is probably 15 Steps, but Jigsaw falling into place, our Peggy. There's just loads of great stuff on this. But yeah, this also came. I bought the standard version as well. But this was the album that they released on CD that you could just download and pay what you wanted for it. And apparently most people paid a fair amount. So I think it just kind of goes to show that society does work fairly sometimes. White Stripes, Icky Thump. This is still sealed. I've not opened this. This is probably my favourite White Stripes album. I think just everything about this is good. The artwork's great. Got that kind of Pearly Queen, or Pearly King and Pearly Queen look, which is really good. Tracks are great. Icky Thump was great. 300 Mile an Hour Torrential Outpour Blues is brilliant. Conquest is brilliant. Prickly Thorn, Sweetly Worn. Rag and Bone, which is fantastic. Catch Hell Blues, which is probably the track that I've listened to most, is just unbelievably good. Great guitar. But yeah, fantastic album. This one for all you French Canadians out there. Is Malajube and Trompe-l'oeil, which basically they're French, I think a French-Canadian Arcade Fire, but it's all sung in French. So I don't know what they're going on about because my French isn't great, but it's pretty good. Strange House by the Horrors. I don't like this as much as Skying, but it's still pretty good. I've not picked up their newest album yet, but it sounds really good as well. So I'm gonna have to check that out. Good, the Bad and the Queen, which is a supergroup with Damon Albarn, obviously from Blur, Paul Simonon, who was bass player in Clash, Tony Allen, who is like one of the best drummers in the world, Afrobeat kind of drumming, and Simon Tong, who was in The Verve and various other bands, including The Magnetic North, which is the album that I sent to Fred recently, which is, I can not recommend highly enough. It's really, really good. Yeah, Simon Tong's been in various things. He was Gorillaz, which is another Damon Albarn connection. But this is a great album. Love that artwork again. This came out on Parlophone, just like most of Blur stuff. Chemical Brothers, We Are the Night. This was the album that came out around the time that I saw them at Rock Ness in 2007, obviously. And yeah, Saturate is one of my favourite Chemical Brothers songs, and first time I heard that song was at the gig, and it was just unbelievably good. But there's a load of other great tracks on this as well. Salmon Dance, which is one of their kind of funnier tunes, which is really good. But yeah, Chemical Brothers, just another great Chemical Brothers album. Is Pocket Symphony. Lovely artwork there. Another great Air album. I'm going to try and rattle through these to keep it pretty short. Arctic Monkeys. This is their favourite Worst Nightmare. This is probably my favourite Arctic Monkeys album. Well, I say that, it's, on the whole I'm not sure whether it's as good as their first one. I don't have the first one. But this has my favourite two Arctic Monkeys songs on it, which are the first two tracks, Brian Storm and Teddy Picker, which are just phenomenally good. But yeah, great album, and definitely worth picking up. Neon Bible. It's an amazing album. I actually prefer this to Funeral. I like the darkness and the fact they recorded this in an old church, I think it was, that had an organ in it. So the organ that they heard on this is the organ that was already in situ in the church. But yeah, it's got a much more dark, kind of brooding sound than Funeral does, which seems wrong. You thought Neon Bible would be the uplifting one and Funeral would be the brooding one, but no. And finally, one of the most interesting albums for me from 2007. Is the Beatles' Love album. I still really enjoy listening to this. I think it's the first time. Well, this obviously came out before all the remasters were done. This was the first time any of the Beatles catalogue had anything done to it since the original releases came out. You know, since they were originally done on CD, and it not only does it sound brilliant, but I love the way they've remixed it, and they've mixed the tunes together, so you hear a tune start and you think it's going to be one tune, but then the vocals for something else comes in over the top, and it's just brilliant. If you're going to have a Beatles compilation, you know, get this, because it's great. It's got all the hits on it, and it's just so clever the way it's been put together. So yeah, 10 minutes. That's me done. Love to hear your comments. As always, hi to everyone, and take care.